It was a crisp autumn night when Emily and her friends decided to explore the abandoned mansion that stood on the outskirts of town. The ancient structure, known locally as Blackwood Manor, had a sinister reputation. Tales of ghostly apparitions and inexplicable phenomena surrounded it like a shroud, but curiosity got the better of the group. The moon hung low in the cloudy sky, casting an airy glow on the dilapidated mansion. The wind whispered through the skeletal branches of surrounding trees as Emily and her friends approached the imposing wrought iron gates. The creaking hinges groaned in protest as they swung open, inviting the group into the heart of darkness. The mansion loomed before them, its windows shattered and facade adorned with layers of ivy. As they stepped through the decaying entrance, the air grew heavy with a sense of foreboding. The floor creaked beneath their feet, and the echo of their footsteps seemed to awaken dormant spirits within the walls. Dust motes danced in the moonlight as they ventured further into the mansion's shadowy depths. A grand staircase, once regal, now sagged under the weight of time. The group ascended with trepidation, guided by the dim glow of their flashlights. Whispers of the mansion's dark history lingered in the air. As they explored room after room, a chill settled in their bones. The air was thick with an otherworldly energy that seemed to seep from the cracked walls. In a dimly lit chamber, Emily discovered an antique mirror covered with a dusty sheet. Its tarnished frame held a reflection of something that wasn't quite right. In the mirror, Emily saw a fleeting glimpse of a figure, a spectral woman with hollow eyes and a tattered gown. The sight sent shivers down her spine, but when she turned to face the room, it was empty. Dismissing it as a trick of the light, Emily pressed on, her friends oblivious to the supernatural encounter. The group eventually found themselves in a vast, forgotten ballroom. The room echoed with the haunting melody of a long-forgotten waltz, and the air was suffused with an icy stillness. Dusty chandeliers swayed gently, though there was no breeze to stir them. As they exchanged uneasy glances, the ballroom door slammed shut with a thunderous resonance, trapping them inside. Panic set in as they grappled with the doorknob, but it refused to. The haunting melody intensified, filling the room with a spectral presence that seemed to materialize in the shadows. Suddenly, the dance floor came to life. Ghostly figures, frozen in an eternal waltz, twirled around the room. Emily and her friends stumbled backward, their flashlights flickering in the ghostly ambience. The figures drew closer, their eyes empty voids as they reached out for the living intruders. In the chaos, the ballroom door swung open, releasing the group from its spectral grasp. They sprinted to the mansion's corridors, pursued by the ethereal dancers. The walls seemed to close in around them, distorting reality as they desperately sought an escape. In their frantic flight, they stumbled on a hidden chamber. The room was adorned with macabre paintings that depicted scenes of despair and desolation. The air became suffocating as an otherworldly voice resonated through the room, recounting the tales of the mansion's tormented past. Emily and her friends, captivated by the haunting narrative, were ensnared in an invisible web. The spectral figures closed in, their mournful whispers echoing through the chamber. Emily felt a cold hand on her shoulder, and she turned to face the ghostly woman from the mirror. "We were abandoned, left to wither in the shadows," the spectral woman lamented. "Now you shall join us in eternal despair." The room plunged into darkness as the group was consumed by the mansion's malevolent energy. Their screams merged with the ghostly wails that echoed through Blackwood Manor. The tales of the haunted house had claimed new victims, their presence forever etched into the desolation that gripped the forsaken mansion. As dawn broke, Blackwood Manor stood silent once more, its secrets guarded by the lingering echoes of those who dared to visit. The wind carried whispers of the lost souls, and the mansion waited patiently for the next curious wanderers to cross its threshold.